Hello, everyone. I'm Sebastian. This is my week one discussion post. The Common Core standard that I chose to go with was from mathematics. It's the high school algebra, seeing structure and expressions, second standard, interpret the structure of expressions. I like this because there's multiple ways to answer this standard. Just understanding the structure of the expression and how it can change but still mean the same thing when you understand the expression and the structure of it. Working backwards for the fourth part of it, I chose this because I help the study group at the end of practice or the end of the day with the football team that the high school that I work for. And so the freshmen and the sophomores are my group. I work with the younger guys, and a lot of it's math, some of it's English, and they're simple algebraic things like that that they're not quite fully understanding. So with that it being in mind, the first part of our discussion, the group learnings that I think work the best for my group of guys is team assisted individualization. So instead of being a handout or an assignment, a lot of them come from the same classes and they have the same homework assignments. So those guys work together and they work in unison to help explain the concepts to each other and try to fit and work their way through the homework together as they're learning the concepts together as they're moving through it. But this also leads into what I think would be super successful with my group of guys is the teams and games where, I would assign a couple groups, they would compete against each other, and your individual performance as the student contributes to one, your individual grade, but also your team grade. And I think that works really well because for my guys, the groups that I work with, they're all, football players, they're athletes, so they're competitive. They want to win. So, it's like putting a carrot in front of the horse. I wiggle around some trash talking, when I win, you lose competitiveness in front of these guys with games, and they're in it. They want to win. They want to win. They want to learn. They'll figure out whatever they got to figure out to win. So, the justification aspect of, those two things working would be, or those two peer tutoring working, would be that students will be able to help each other, and I can step in to supplement any parts of their curriculum that they don't understand, like, hey coach, we don't understand this. Okay, cool, let me explain it to the group. And then the game allows them to be engaged and hopefully, cement the things that they're supposed to be learning, because they want to learn it, they want to get better at it so they can recall it when they go play the game against each other, Jeopardy or something with, hit a bell. Okay, what's the answer? Got it wrong. What's you got the answer right. Cool. Points to your team, right? And guys get to jump up to the table, and compete against each other and things like that. The last aspect of it, what parts of it are, you ensuring, I think it ensures that all students are learning. you know One guy knows the odd answers, the next guy knows the even answers. They work together to help each other learn. Hey, this is why this one's this one, and you tell me why that one's that one. Okay, then the next one, see this, here it is again. That's why that one thing. It happens when you do working together. It increases student engagement. The students want to learn. They want to be competitive. At least for my group, they want to get better because they want to be better at the game, at the competitiveness part of it. Obviously, working in a group facilitates social interaction. You have to be able to talk to each other. You have to be able to, learn from each other, which is all just social interaction. It motivates the students that I work with. So, they are, when it comes to team assisted individualization and the teams and games, they love competing. So, they're motivated now to learn the things that they're learning. And then, if they're successful in the in-game scenario, hopefully it can improve self-concepts. They become more self-aware that they can learn, that they are capable of it. They become more confident because they are learning things, even though, it might not come to them right away. Oh, I did learn it though, eventually. So, for me, I chose that standard because the guys I work with and the age group I work with, as a study group after practice or after school, I do think that peer tutoring works the best for the group of guys that I work with, in my personal experience, especially team assisted individualization where they get to work on their homework together. I think teams and games is going to be awesome for us to do. Tomorrow we have study group tomorrow, so it'll be really cool to see how that works out. And then, like I said, justifications and how everybody's just, they all are all able to learn together. It increases their engagement, facilitates social interaction, motivation, things like that. And hopefully, as I start to see the games happen, they will have more successful in-game scenarios and things like that. And it helps develop that, self-concepts that they have in their SEL lives. So awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Look forward to working with all of you.